Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia and today we are doing our second half of NaNoWRIMO vlog. So this is from November 15th to November 31st. So I'm starting this section at 21,716 words and I obviously need to get to 50,000 by the end of this section. So we have quite a bit to go. 28,284 words are remaining. And I'm super excited to write them. I've been having a pretty good time so far. I've been enjoying, finally getting my teeth into this story, and I think even in like the short time, like the 2 weeks that I've been writing, I think my writing has definitely like improved. I mean, I kind of had like really minimal skill at the beginning, so any amount of practice has had a huge impact. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how my story is going. I will not be finished it by the end of this month. It requires more words than the NaNoWRIMO goal, but it is going to be a huge start. I don't know exactly how far through I'll be. I've kind of reached a point in the story where the first half I had plotted out like a lot of like the beats, like the smaller beats, and now in the second half I plotted out like the general sort of what's gotta happen, but I didn't really fill it in with all the little beats. So I might have to tomorrow or something at some point very soon kind of try to think of what those beats are gonna be. Otherwise I'm just gonna be kind of writing blind towards like the major points, which is fine, but it would be good to have smaller goals, so that each day I can be like, okay, I want to write like this specific scene and this is what I want to accomplish in it, as opposed to just like, well, I'm writing scenes. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. Not that that is specifically a bad writing technique. I just like want to make sure that I'm getting where I want to go in the end, So that is the plan for the next couple of weeks. Try to figure out exactly what's going to happen and then write as much of it as I can. So let's not waste any more time talking. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the writing. It is now 8:30 and I am all caught up to the number of words I was supposed to be at yesterday. I'm at 26,883, so I'm only behind by 1,450. I'm going to take a little break from writing for a moment, but it's been going pretty well. I managed to get through a scene that I was a little bit unsure about, but I think it went pretty well. There are definitely some things that I'm probably going to edit, but that is kind of, the whole thing. It's a first draft. The whole thing is going to get probably reworked quite significantly. I already know there are some parts that I'm not happy with the way that they went or like are structured, so I'm not worrying about that right now. Right now we are just trying to power through, write the whole story, and then we'll come back and deal with edits, But yeah, I'm gonna take a break for now. I will probably do some editing and then come back to write the last 1,400 words for the day a little bit later, and then I will be like totally caught up for the first time since like day 2 of this whole challenge. So that will be nice. But anyway, I will catch up with you later. All right, so it is quite a bit later now. It is 5:54 p.m. So I did my hour of writing in the morning and I made it almost all the way to the daily word goal of 1,600 words. Not quite, but then I went and did some video stuff. I went on a run because I think runs are great for thinking about like, well, anything, but also just like I had some stuff I needed to work out for the plot line, so I thought about it. Sorry, the shadow. So I used my run as an opportunity to just like think about it, because this is like, your body is totally occupied with like one thing, but your mind is free. So yeah, I just find running a really good place, time, thing, I don't know, for thinking. So I worked that out. And yeah, I just am doing a little bit of writing now. I'm gonna have dinner probably pretty shortly. But I managed to hit the word count goal for today. But I'm still working on that backlog. I'm about 3,200 words behind, so I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like doing some more writing tonight. I have a candle going. I stole the lamp from my partner's office to create a more atmospheric vibe. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do some more writing, have dinner, and then we'll see how I feel after that. We might do some more after that, but I don't know. Hello, so it's now Monday the 20th of November, and the only writing I did was I wrote some on Saturday, making up the words that I was still behind on Friday. I didn't write the words for Saturday or Sunday, so I'm now about 3,300 words behind, plus the words for today. So I'm gonna do about an hour of writing now, and have breakfast, and then I might do some more writing, but I also have a few other things that I need to work on today, like Wednesday's video and that kind of thing, so we shall see how far we get, but that just means that I should not be wasting any more time. So I'm gonna light this candle that I've been using to focus, like lighting it when I write, so that it's like, I don't know, an association almost. All right, candle is lit. I'm going to find like an ambient music playlist to listen to and get started. Good morning, friends. So, it is November the 27th. We are very rapidly approaching the end of NaNoWRIMO, and it's been a while since I did an update. I apologize, but I'm doing one now. So, as I said, it's the 27th. On Friday, it's Monday, I managed to get totally caught up, and that was great. And then the weekend happened, and I started a new job, and I had 2 full 8-hour shifts, so I only wrote 300 words. So we are now behind again, and we are very rapidly running out of days. So I would like to do my best to catch up. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna settle down and do some writing now. And then when I get hungry, I'll have breakfast and then hopefully come back. I am planning to do a long run today, so I was gonna say I'm waiting for it to like warm up first, but apparently it's gonna be like 1 degree and super windy all day, so I guess it doesn't really matter when I go. But yeah, I have other things planned for today. Like I said, a long run. Also, my mom's getting a puppy today, so I would love to go see it, but we shall see. And also, you know, like, I have so many hobbies, they always get in the way of each other. Like, there's the writing, of course, then there's reading, working on my channel, long distance running. I'm training for a spring marathon. I'm sorry, my partner's sick. And then, yeah, also just like hanging out with my partner. But yeah, we're gonna make time for the writing today. And I would like to, if possible, do 2 days worth of writing, and then I'll only be 1 day behind again. So let's stop talking and start writing. So the first day's worth of words is done. I'm at 42,000, so I'm behind by 2,992. So that's a good start for the day. It is now 8:40, so I'm gonna go feed the cats because they're letting me know that they are hungry, and probably have my own breakfast, and then come back and try to get another day's worth of writing in.
Mimi, you hungry? Yeah? Yeah, should I feed you?
Guys, it's snowing, which is not super crazy because, as I said, it's November 27th and I live in Canada. So actually the fact that this is the first snow of the year, at least like in a city where I live, is kind of crazy. It's been a very warm November, but yeah, first snow of the winter, and I'm supposed to go for a run today, so we'll see how that works out. I don't want to cancel because just like it's only gonna get colder. But yeah, I ate breakfast and now I'm gonna try to do some more writing while I digest my breakfast, and then hopefully I'll be able to work up the courage to go out and run in the snow. Gemma's watching the snowflakes. Gemma, do you want to catch a snowflake? Boop. Oh, I shocked you. November 28th. 3 days remain, and I have a total of 6,433 words left to write in order to meet that 50,000 word goal. I have work over these 3 days, but I only have 5-hour shifts, so we should have plenty of time for writing. So let's go ahead and see how much we can get done today. All right, good morning, gang. It is November the 30th, which means it is the final day of NaNoWRIMO. We have made it to the end. I did not write yesterday, which means that I have 3,333 words to go today, but I don't think that should be a problem. I think we should be able to knock that out, and then we will have hit the 50,000 word mark. So let's go ahead and jump right into writing, and hopefully we will make it to the word count. All right, I'm just popping in to do a little update. I have done half of the writing, or a little bit over half that I had left. I now have 1,584 words to go. I have been for a run, washed my hair, as you can probably tell, and we are sitting down now to do the final, hopefully final writing sprint session of NaNoWRIMO. Although I am already getting hungry for lunch, so I may take a lunch break in the middle, but we shall see. I don't know what to say. Let's do it. Everyone, I'm here with Gemma to tell you that I have just hit the 50,000 word count for NaNoWRIMO. I'm at 50,027 words, and initial thoughts, I am so excited that I actually managed to complete NaNoWRIMO, but there's still so much of my book to go. I'm not exactly sure how many more words I'll need, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. I'm just gonna keep writing till I reach the end, but maybe not today. But yeah, there was definitely a lot of self-doubt as to whether or not I could actually like stick to this and make it to the end with the full word count, but I'm so glad that I have. I've always sort of thought that I should do NaNoWRIMO, but never actually done it. So this is my first time participating, and it has been a success. I think I'm going to go for lunch because I didn't end up taking a lunch break. And I just want to like think about it a little bit, put together my thoughts on the NaNoWRIMO experience, and then come back and we will wrap this video up. Hello friends, welcome back. So this is everything that I wrote this month. It is like 136 or something pages, and in retrospect I should have reduced the font size before I printed this because the font is large, and so I could have fit way more words on a page, and I also probably should have got rid of the chapter spacing, but oh well, it's fine. I printed it at the library, so it was not too expensive. Reminder to use your local library. It offers more than just books. But let's talk the NaNoWRIMO experience. Right, so I just looked at my Notion and did some quick math, and I wrote for 22 out of the 30 days in November, meaning I had an average daily word count, or like per day that I wrote about 2,272 words. And yeah, as I said, I wrote for 22 out of the days, so I think that is pretty good. My final word count was 50,027, so just like a couple of words over, but you know, I was just like finishing the thought when I hit the 50,000 words. And I think that maybe a lot of people would say that writing towards like a specific word count is like, I don't know, not like artistic or whatever, but personally for me, I find like meeting arbitrary numeral goals very validating, and it definitely gives you something like really concrete to work towards, because like obviously you're working towards writing your book, but sometimes it's like you start writing and you don't know how long it's gonna be, so at least having like the 50,000 word goal, it's like, okay, I have accomplished something, I've completed NaNoWRIMO. I may not have completed my book, but I did complete something. And so I really liked the kind of like structure of like the like daily writing and the final word goal that provided. I think it also helps knowing that like a lot of other people are doing this at the same time, like probably a lot of beginner writers are all like taking a stab at having a go. I didn't participate in any like NaNoWRIMO groups or like discords or whatever, but in retrospect I probably should have, because then I don't know, it's just like an extra level of motivation when you're like, oh, all these people are writing as well and they're hitting their goals, and just like a little bit of extra motivation to also continue yours. So if you're thinking about participating in NaNoWRIMO next year, maybe consider looking for a group that is doing it or a public server or something, so that you can find yourself a little bit of community. I might try to do that next year if I end up doing NaNoWRIMO again. We'll see. Hopefully I will be done with this by then. I mean, I think I'm gonna try to keep doing like, I'm considering doing it again in December, just like, you know, as a way to keep track of the amount that I'm writing and to continue the arbitrary number goal motivation, because that just seems to work well for me. And then I'll be able to print out the rest of it and see how big my stack gets at the end, because I mean it's a pretty beefy stack. So obviously it's not how it would look bound in a real book, but it is still like, it's one thing to like have written it on the computer, but then when you print it off and you're like holding it, you're like, wow, every single one of these pages is filled with words that I wrote, and that's pretty crazy to me anyway. But yeah, I think that is kind of all that I really have to say about NaNoWRIMO in general. I think it was a great experience. It got me further in writing a book than I have ever gone before, and I don't know, just like looking at this stack makes me so happy, even though it's not completed, but it gives me like something. I've done something, and now I just have to do the rest of it. So yeah, I definitely really enjoyed my NaNoWRIMO experience. I also really enjoy creating these vlogs for you guys. So if you're interested in me continuing writing vlogs, please let me know in the comments or by liking this video, because it helps me know what you want to see from me. But that is all that I have time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.